Okay, I just saw a match that I feel like I should have paid for, and I actually did pay for it because it's $9.99 for the network. So yeah, I paid for it. What's up, everybody? Wyzatv here with our third consecutive NXT review. Yeah, still working on this catalog. Before I get started, let me plug some stuff. I dropped my first, pilot episode of NXT Prospects. If you saw that video, go on ahead, give yourself a shout out in the comments. Just say, hey, okay, that's my phone. Just say, hey, I saw it, and I guess applaud yourself. For those of you who didn't see it, maybe like at the end of the video, I'll put like an in video pop-up thing, well, whatever. It's on the channel in case you want to see it. Stuff to plug. You could do whatever you want with my Twitter. Right now, I'm on the Twitter hiatus. Don't ask why. I do have a Patreon. Link for that is in the description. Help brother out. If you can't, hell, drop a like on the video, share it. Look, I want to talk about NXT, right? And not necessarily the entire NXT. This is going to be one of those faster ones because I need to head the fuck out. But I wanted to do this while it was fresh on my mind. I do want to preface it by saying this. Aleister Black and KASSIUS OHNO. I knew coming into this match, I knew just last week when they announced this match, I said, oh man, this match gonna be lit. But this shit, this far exceeded my expectations. You know what? Before we start giving the play-by-play on the matches, let's just talk about the difference between NXT and WWE main roster. Even though there are times where NXT will give you some matches and some stuff where you feel as though you're like, all right, so what's coming from this? Like, what's the purpose of this? And you feel like there's nothing there. They're going to give you something in this show that's going to make you say, I am very, very glad I watched. A lot of times it's the main event. Sometimes it's stuff in between. You know, if we take a look at last week, I reviewed last week. We take a look at last week. We had a what's the purpose of this match sort of deal with Patrick Clark, the Velveteen Dream, and Raul Mendoza. And it was like, you know, it was a throwaway match, but it was a match to establish the Velveteen Dream as what's he going to be. And it also was a match that helped out Raul Mendoza. You know, so it did serve some sort of purpose, even though it was a throwaway match. But when you look at Raw and you look at SmackDown, you got top guys doing a bunch of nothing. You know, or top guys having matches, rerun after rerun after rerun matches that it just doesn't go anywhere, or it just doesn't serve a purpose, or they're just flat out not any good. Here you come over to NXT. I really need to get up out of here. Here you come, you watch NXT, and even if the matches don't really serve much of a purpose, they're typically good. You're not going to find too many bad matches on NXT. Unless it's Sonya Deville and this jobber girl they got going on. But hey, they're development talent. So I just wanted to preface this whole thing by saying that, because there's going to be some stuff in here that we're going to gloss over. First and foremost, we're going to start with the Ember Moon. Yeah, Ember Moon versus Peyton Royce. And this is one of those matches they can't pay me to care about it. They can't. I don't care about Peyton Royce. Don't get me wrong, she's a really good talent. Really good talent. I need her to just move on past Billie Kay. Guilty by association with me on that one. Ember Moon. See, now the problem with Ember Moon, as I said last week and I said the week before, what's her purpose? What's the deal with her character? Flesh this thing out, you know. And until they do that, I can't really sink my teeth into just getting interested in her, and it hurts. Now this is Ember Moon's first match coming off of injury, and she really wanted to get at these two girls. She doesn't like them, so to start the match, we got a lockup. Yeah, we don't come out swinging. Nah, we ain't gonna come out swinging. We're gonna come out. We're gonna lock up. That's no. Nope. That's not how this should have started. And I really don't have much to say about this match. Again, it was a good match. It was a good match, but I just don't care about these two as characters. And it hurts. It hurts that I don't, because I can't really get invested. Ember Moon wins with the Eclipse. And what I did notice was the crowd isn't necessarily behind Ember Moon, but they were trying. They were legit trying to get behind her. But it's one of those things where you could just feel like, you know, they're just trying. That's how it felt. That's how it came off to me when it comes to the crowd. This crowd was a bit spotty tonight, by the way. It was a bit up and down. They definitely got high for the main event. So moving along, I want to talk about, what did we get next? I don't have any of this stuff in order because I don't really have notes. We got a backstage segment with KASSIUS OHNO and Hideo Itami, where Hideo comes and he apologizes to him, and he just wants to tell him, you know, he's not having the success in NXT that he's had in Japan. I gotta speed this up. That he's had in Japan, and he's just not used to it. You know, he's used to being a winner. And I can sympathize with that. Ask can KASSIUS OHNO, and he's like, hey, man, we just got to work double as hard to make sure that we pull things off. This phone is going insane right now. I'm trying to turn off all of the volumes. There we go. And, you know, that's the deal. That's the deal with that. Just let him know, like, all right, you know, we just got to try harder. You know, that's all. Don't let it get to you. I know that you know, you had your title shot. You lost it. Just don't let it get to you. Just keep pushing ahead. That right there, I sincerely thought, like, okay, so Itami's going to cost him his match later on in the night. That's what I was thinking. All right, moving along, we got what's the name of them? Sanity. Sanity against the Ely brothers. Again, a throwaway match. This one serves no purpose at all, and we still are not fleshing out Sanity's purpose or like their characters. Like what's their deal? What's their purpose? What do they want? So I can't buy in. Also, Big Namo wasn't there, so, or Killian Dane, so a nothing match here. We can move along. Sonya Deville and just no. I mean, she did put her in a Kimura lock, so there's to you. All right, here's something that was fun. We got Bobby Roode back there taking pictures, and he sees Roddy Strong. He sees Roddy Strong and his wife, and he decides, oh, hey, it's a cute boy you got there. Good-looking boy you got there. And Roddy just looks at him. And then Bobby Roode is out of control. Because he became Clubber Lane in mere seconds. He says, hey, he whistles at his wife. He whistles, hey. And he said, you know what? Once again, I don't want to do Bobby Roode an injustice, so I'm going to let him say what he says. And then I'm going to play some Clubber Lane at the end of it.
What's up, Marina? Hey! Whenever you feel like being with a real man, you let me know, okay?
Hey, woman! Hey, woman! Listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man. You want, you get out!
So after that, Roddy gets into him, and they start brawling a little bit. They get broken up. End the segment. Now we're at the pay-per-view. I think I touched on everything. I think I got everything. We got Aleister Black and KASSIUS OHNO. And as Aleister Black is coming down to the ring, I'm like, man, this guy's entrance is awesome. He's an awesome talent. He's an awesome worker. We still have yet to hear him really talk. And then I said, oh, shit. I just thought of something real scary. Vince McMahon. Yeah, so, hey, if you want to enjoy Aleister Black, enjoy him while you can because Vince McMahon. That's why. Anyway, this match, as I said, to preface this entire thing, I feel like I should have paid for this match, and I did. I paid $9.99 for this match. If there is a match, every now and then NXT is going to give you a match that I say you got to go out of your way to watch. And it seems to have been happening every week. This is a match you must go out of your way to watch. Now, I was trying to figure out what type of finish will we get here. right? Because you can't have a clean loss by either of these guys, or a clean win by either of these guys. You know, you could use Hideo Itami to interfere, you know, to say, you know, it protects Kassius Ohno, and it'll also, I don't know, maybe get Aleister Black his win or whatever. I was more so worried about who, like, how are we going to protect both of these guys here? At worst, I thought it would be a DQ, but there was no way that I thought Aleister Black would win. I mean, will lose. I'm sorry. I didn't think that he would lose at all. So I was just thinking, how do you protect Kassius Ohno? And I like the way the match started because it started out with a fill-out process. And immediately what it told you is Aleister Black respects Kassius Ohno. Commentary was selling that these two have worked on the indie circuit a bit, so they're really familiar with one another. That's also a good thing. And it's felt like if you're a person that likes indie style matches, this is right up your alley. But it was indie style with psychology and indie style with storytelling. So they started it out with a feel out process, a lot of waist locks, a lot of headlocks. And this match was full of reversals. Absolutely full of reversals and counters. So if that's your cup of tea, god damn it. If that's your cup of tea, then this match is right up your alley. You know, you would really like this match. It was also very hard hitting as well. It was a match that it started out slow and it picked up. Each time it picked up, there was something that transitioned into the pickup. One example would be Kassius Ohno, like he has the upper hand on Aleister Black here. I keep getting so close to calling him Tyler Black. He has the upper hand on Aleister Black, and he goes to punch him in the face. But just before he does it, he's like, "Are you good or are you evil?" Because he was just mushing him in the face. He's like, "Are you good or are you evil?" And the crowd, there was one thing I want to say about the crowd real quick, and I kind of wish that it kept this way for a while. When they were in the feel out process, the crowd was as silent as a Japanese crowd. So you can feel the tension. You could feel this match. They're feeling each other out, and no one said a word. You can legitimately hear a pin drop if it wasn't for what was going on in the ring. They're just feeling each other out, locking up, countering, feeling each other out. The crowd, I don't even think anyone farted. You know, and then like eventually the crowd just started amping up more and more and more. And the pace of the match started amping up more and more. So it's like, are you good or are you evil? Then he goes to throw a punch in which Aleister Black just catches with one hand. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers' hair is out of control. Bro, like, this is one of those matches I don't want to do a disservice to. It's if you don't have the network, maybe by next week this match will be up on YouTube. It's a must-watch match. From psychology, you know, to the countering, to the physicality, to the storytelling. Everything about this match was just A1. You know, this was A1 steak sauce right here. This was some good shit right here. This is my type of match. This is definitely my type of match. There was a bit of no selling, but like I said, they went indie style with this one, but incorporated NXT in it as well, with building up to a finish and transitioning throughout the match, transitioning into different paces and things like that. I'm not a play-by-play guy, so I don't want to give you this match hole by hole, move by move. I'm not that sort of guy. I will give you the finish, though, because, again, even in a losing effort, Kassius Ohno looked really good. Both of these guys just... I'm going to have to watch this match a few more times. Like, this was good. This was really... like, I was high on that Itami and Oni Lorcan match, but that was because of how perfect of a match it was by psychology. This was a good overall match. And if this was on an NXT takeover, then they would be knocking on the door of Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. They would be knocking on the door because they would have more time and it would probably get a lot more physical. So if this was on a takeover, it would be knocking on that door. This is how good this match was. And if they had even more time, it could have got ugly. Because it was real physical. Like, in even commentary, they're selling the fact that Aleister Black has never taken this sort of punishment before. There was one part of the match where, I'll put the picture up on the screen, there's one part of the match where KASSIUS OHNO, he finally gets Aleister Black down, and he goes and he does the Indian style, sitting down Indian style, and Tyler, I knew I was going to do it. I knew it was going to slip. But Aleister Black looks at him like, you motherfucker, that's my gimmick. Like I said, so much psychology in this match. I will be doing it a disservice by trying to explain it. But I will give you the finish because it was a sweet one. We had Aleister Black, who was pretty much just out on his feet. And KASSIUS OHNO goes to hit him with that rolling elbow. And as he's rolling into the elbow, Aleister Black manages to hit him with that roundhouse kick, that black mass, and knocked him clean out. Like, just an amazing finish to this sort of match. Definitely find a way to go out and watch this match. You will not regret it. And after you watch this match, come back to the comments and talk about it. If you've seen this match, drop something in the comments and talk about it. I'm about real tired of my comments being, hey, why is it a great video? Hey, I really like these. Fuck off with those comments. I'm about to start deleting them. They're fucking corny and pointless. Give us some substance. Give us something to talk about. Let's chat it up. We got to get people excited about NXT. Because as many people complain about the main roster and how boring it is and that whole deal, NXT gives you something. So let's actually talk about it and get people excited about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, I did the NXT Prospects pilot episode. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Even if you have seen it, go on ahead, check it out, and actually put something substantial in the comments. Give us something to talk about. Don't be corny. I'm out of here.